Sandy, we wanted to touch a little bit about what we talked about before the show, the Use Your Gift Foundation, which you started. Elaborate a little bit on that.
Well, what I did was, without trying to sound cliche, I felt it was time to give a little bit back. And so I had a recording studio and realized that I wasn't going to make a living in Southern Oregon with a recording studio. So I decided to start producing and developing young artists that are just starting. And it started out with a girl doing a senior project for high school. And she calls me up. I told her what my rate was, which was really cheap, but I could tell it was still out of her budget. And I felt really bad, so I called her back and I said, look, I tell you what, you give me $100 and we'll do your whole project. Wow. And she said, okay. And 6 months later, we finished her project. So I probably made I probably paid her about $300 or $400. But that's the only money I've ever really made.
Sure.
But I loved it so much because it's such an incredible thing to work with artists that are just so passionate and driven about their music, which is the way we all are when we start.
Yes.
And so working with these kids coming up, and it's the greatest thing I've ever done.
And it's got to be self-fulfilling because it has to keep you in a youthful place too. It
Right.
has to keep you
Absolutely.
in touch with your own passion.
Absolutely.
That's good stuff.
It may become full circle. You know?
And you're a big-hearted fella, so it surprises no one that you would want to give back. You know,
Right.
not everybody wants to.
Right.
Part of your Tampa roots.
Yep.
There you go.
I have so many good Tampa memories, and a lot of them, and the way I found out about this show was through my friend Mike White.
Yeah.
And
our dear friend,
who died a year ago or
2 years this June.
2
years
man.
this June.
But anyway, I have lots of memories with him. His little red Datsun, I think he had. And here's this guy, this hulk of a guy in this little tiny car, which is how I look now in my Mini. But and just, seeing, like Terry Bollea, who was
Sure.
Hulk Hogan, was a bass player in Infinity's End. And just so many good memories. And it was a great place to start my career.
And a great place to grow up. Did you have a good time tonight?
I did. I had a great time tonight. You guys are great, and I love that you're keeping, the Tampa memories alive.
Thank you. And will you come back and sit in on
I
the show again?
absolutely will.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you with us tonight, Sandy.
It's my pleasure.
And we're really happy that John brought you out to the studios, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, I'll be
The great
here.
Sandy Ficca, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, bud.
Thank you.
Back when we were younger and everything seemed new, we used to have a lot of fun, yes we did, no matter what we do. Sleepy days, long summer nights, going anywhere we please, with love that I could call my own, love that I've always known, the city that I call my home, a home from which I never roam. This love affair was meant to be. I love her and she loves me. I remember Tampa, oh, she remembers me. She remembers me. I remember, yeah, yes I do. Oh, I remember, yeah, me and you. I'm a Tampa native, Tampa native, can't you see? I will share my story with you to preserve its history.
All right now, don't forget, Thursdays, 7 p.m. on TBCN, home of the Tampa Native Show.